name's Andy Cooper. I work for Yamaha Research and Development based in London, England. My job is to give training and support for the digital mixers and the networks. Let's look at the new Rivage PM10. You can clearly see there's 38 faders in 3 banks. Each bank you can choose which layer of channels to look at. Inputs, there's 12 layers for inputs. Mix buses here, 72 mix. Matrix buses, there's 36 of those. And DCAs, 24. Then you get custom layers. 6 plus 6 gives you 12 different custom layers to choose any channel on any fader. The desk has 2 Q buses, so monitor engineers can work well together, and 2 operators can work with 1 Q bus on each side of the desk. But maybe the most interesting new stuff is in the audio side. Let's first look here at this Silk. With the mic preamp, we have a new design from Yamaha, which is clear and transparent. Perfect for a lot of audio applications. But some guys want to add some classic analog character, so we can do that by turning on the Rupert Neve Designs transformer emulation. Turn up the texture to make it sound like a classic Rupert Neve Designs device. Then choose blue or red modes to choose the kind of character you want on the sound. Higher frequency harmonics or lower frequency harmonics to be emphasized. It's really gorgeous. Next, let's look at the EQ, because there's 4 types of EQ available. Precise gives you a cue for the shelf. You can go aggressive or make it smoother. Or legacy is just like PM1D and 5D. Let's look at dynamics. We can choose the type of compressor, legacy or comp 260. This is a classic vintage 1970s style of compressor. Then if you look at the inserts, we can have 2 inserts per channel at different positions in the signal path. And we can choose up to 8 plugins per channel. We have TC electronic reverbs available, or we can choose from the list of plugins. SPX, RevX reverbs are familiar. And then all the devices we have in the CL and QL consoles, plus the new Rupert EQs and compressors. These are accurately simulating compressors and EQs that Rupert Neve would have designed in the 1970s and 80s. They really have a beautiful character. Let's get another one. Like this, familiar to use. Then we have graphic EQs available. 96 graphic EQs can be inserted. And 8-band parametric EQs. All the output channels have 8-band parametrics available. So there's really a huge amount of DSP power in this device. We can have over 300 plugins at once. So there's a lot of power available. I hope it's very exciting for you. And you can see over here the selected channel. Select and you've got all the access here with nice tactile controls. You don't have to look at the screen to do your EQing, to do your gates and your compressors. And here's mix sends. So you can see 72 mix sends and the matrix sends as well. Inputs can go to the matrix to give you 108 sends. So there's a whole new load of possibilities. I hope you're really excited to get to hear this and see this in action sometime. I hope it'll come to a place near you soon. Thanks for watching. Hello, my name's Andy Cooper. I work for Yamaha Research and Development based in London, England. I take care of training and support for digital mixers and networking. Let's take a look at the new TF consoles. There's 3 sizes. This is the middle one, TF3. TF1 is like this. TF5 has extra faders over here. The main point about this is it's quick and easy to use. It has a multi-touch screen. Look, we can scroll through the channels like this, and we can scroll up and down to see extra features. Let's dive in, take a look at a channel. If I press here, I can use touch and turn to adjust the gain, or I can even use touch and turn to adjust an EQ and a compressor here, because the compressors have a one knob mode. If we take a closer look, we make it easy to find the right gain. We have a gain control here, and this, when you have an input, will light up kind of like a guitar tuner. And when the middle one is lighting, you know you've got the perfect input level. Then when you move on to EQ, let's take a look at this. You can see we have a one knob EQ mode. I'm going to make this into a vocal EQ. Take a look what happens. When you first turn, it adds a high pass filter. Then it takes a bit more out of the low frequencies. Then it adds some presence to the high frequencies. It's doing with one knob what a professional engineer would normally use 12 knobs to achieve. It does it much more quickly. So less experienced engineers or professional engineers with not much time can quickly get a good result. But of course, you've got a regular EQ if you are skilled enough for using it. You can drag the EQ around with your fingers just like that, as if you were using an iPad, which of course you can use an iPad with this. There's a noise gate for the channels, and there's a compressor. We can go into one knob mode for this. Then you could use this as the one knob comp, or you could use this. And it automatically looks after all the compressor parameters for you to quickly get a good sound. Let's take a look at how many channels are available here. 24 channels here in one layer, but we've got two layers to give more channels, plus effects returns, and stereo inputs here. For outputs, we've got 8 mono auxes, we've got 6 stereo auxes, we have 2 effects sends, and we have a sub output which is linked there to the main master. So here we can connect an iPad, we can play back audio from the iPad, or if you connect a hard disk drive, you can record stereo to the hard drive. Over here we've got the effects. You can press edit and then adjust the effects like reverb, just like that. Or choose some different effects from the library here. You've even got a multi-band compressor. So 2 effects with levels here. If we look at the outputs, let's look at a mono aux. Here we get graphic EQ as well as a parametric EQ. If we look at the stereo auxes, if you use these for in-ear monitors, then that's really cool. You've got EQs and compressors. But you could also use them as effects returns. Every stereo aux has additional effects inside. So you can do different types of effecting with 6 effects in the stereo aux plus the 2 dedicated effects. We've got 2 mute groups already set up for inputs and effects, so you can quickly do muting. Then on the back, we can connect by USB to a computer for multi-track recording. Excuse me. Up to 34 channels can be recorded through the USB back here. Additionally, we could add a Dante card. With Dante, we can connect to a remote input-output unit, like this one here. We could have 3 of these to provide up to 48 mic preamps and up to 24 analog outputs. So it's a small mixer, but it's very powerful and it's very easy to use. Let's finish just by saying we've got iPad apps and iPhone apps for doing monitor mixes with this. Thanks for watching. This is the Yamaha TF series.